Hello friends, how are you all? And again, it's very nice to be here with you all again. Friends, today I wish to take up a topic with all of you all that we in the hotel industry, we travel a lot. And when we travel, we taste the cuisine of different states, the different areas, and then we bring those cuisines back with us to be used somewhere in future. For example, I was working in Gujarat with a group of hotels. Now that was a chain basically, and they had their hotels in Surat, Baroda, Ahmedabad, Bhavnagar, Jamnagar, and so on. And I used to be visiting all these areas. And one dish that I found in Gujarat was that was very common in Gujarat. That was dhokla. This is the ground floor dhokla, which is found all over Gujarat. It has a temper of sweet, salt, and green chilies. That is how it is taken or eaten in Gujarat and all over India. And one thing again I recall, and that is that if you are traveling by train from, let us say, New Delhi to Bombay or to Baroda, on the way there is a railway station by the name of Nagda, just before Ratlam. Nagda is the first railway station where you get dhokla in breakfast. So that is the popularity of this dish. Now I used to have dhokla. I learnt about dhokla in Gujarat, and then when I came back to North India, I was working in two hotels where we used to get tourists from all across India, and especially Gujaratis. Now when it was the groups from South India and groups from Gujarat, they were put in together to complete that number, and they would come to the hotel. Now that was a unique experience for us, where we had to make dhokla also and we had to make idli also. So what did we do? We had those commercial idli makers, and according to the breakfast hour that was going on, we used to see what the demand is. So we used to load some trays of idli, and in the same trays, the balance vacant trays, we used to load dhokla. So we used to bring out dhokla in the shape of idlis. Later on, the idea spread around, and everybody started calling this product as idli dhokla or dhokla idli. It became very famous. This dhokla idli that we used to make, as people call it, dhokla idli or idli dhokla. So you can have a look as to what all type of dhoklas we have made, how we have made, what their color was like. You can have a look. We get certain demand also. Sir, ground floor dhokla is very common in Gujarat. We don't want to have that. Can you do some variation? Can you make it more, let's say, more rich in nutrients, minerals? Can it be bettered? Other than the plain dhokla that was made in ground floor, that is made in Gujarat. So we came out with many versions of idli also. We came out with dosa versions also. We came out with dhokla versions also. So interestingly, going away from the gram flour dhokla, we also used to make semolina dhokla. Today I am going to tell you semolina looked like, what were the ingredients there, and how we used to make it. That was very, very, very different. So to start with, friends, this is what I used to do. This is how I had made this recipe. We used to have semolina. Say if semolina was 1 cup, then we used to add half a cup of curd to it. And along with that, we used to add ginger garlic paste as per as requirement. Now requirement would be about 50 to 80 grams or so, because I wanted a very strong ginger garlic flavor. And when I tell you all the ingredients, when I show you the batter, when you come to the finishing of the batter, you will understand why I have taken so much of ginger garlic. And of course, as you know, I don't like to take table salt or salt made from factory, so I'm using rock salt here. So these were the ingredients. So this is the first part where the first batter is made. Now once the batter is made, we leave it in the fridge overnight. People, you notice I always give time so that the batter rises, the fermentation takes place, the aeration takes place, and then the next morning I can play with the batter by adding whatever more I want. So this dhokla is much more healthy, as I said, because we are using semolina, and all these are organic, no factory made products. Again, after the batter is made, we'll be using totally organic, totally vegetarian, and it'll be much more healthy than as expected. So next part of mixing, what all I'm going to add there, I will show you in the kitchen itself. Come, let's go and join me in the kitchen. Come, friends.
The vegetables to be added are onions, carrots, capsicum, corn, that is boiled corn, not American corn, tomato, ginger garlic paste and chili paste. I have mixed both of them together. There is more chili in it than ginger garlic paste. So these are the vegetables that will go into our dhokla. Now this is the batter of the dhokla, and as you see, it has thickened. But we are not going to thin it by adding water, no, because it will become very mushy in the end. So the solution is fruit salts. We'll be adding water to fruit salts, and we will be adding this to the batter. And our friend, the steamer is ready with a stand inside. It is being preheated, and by the time this rascal friend of mine gets ready, we'll work on the mixing of the vegetables and the batter. So ginger garlic paste is already gone in. That's onions, followed by tomato, diced tomato, large chunks, and that's carrot, again large pieces, not grated. These are slightly large pieces, and capsicum again, large pieces, not grated all that much, and boiled corn, as I said. This is boiled with starch removed, fat removed. Now we mix and mix thoroughly, and we mix in a manner that the vegetables do not form lumps and they are distributed evenly throughout the batter. And very shortly, with a few quick folds, with a few quick mix strokes and fold strokes, they will come to they will get mixed absolutely evenly. And as it is done, we'll get the fruit salt ready. We'll add the water, and there the fruit salt is added. Fruit salt was about 30 ml or so, 30 grams or 30 ml, and vegetables that we had taken were half cup each. So 5 vegetables, half cup each, and ginger garlic paste, that was again ginger garlic and chili paste, that was about 2 tablespoons. Now once fruit salt is added, we quickly shake We don't fold it, we quickly shake. And there. Now we add it to the mold or the vessel in which we want to steam it. A few dabs so that it spreads evenly, and the dokla goes inside the steamer. Now the fruit salt, why fruit salt is added is so that it gives aeration to the, it produces aeration in the dokla and it does not stick. That is the reason. It should not, be firm like a cake. It should be aerated, well aerated from inside. That is the reason why fruit salt was added. So, after 20 minutes, have a look. I'll just show you. Look, it's already done. But wait, don't try and invert it at present. Let it cool down. Let it cool down to the room temperature. Only then we'll start with that. And in the meantime, what we'll do is, we'll wait for it to settle. See, it's still steaming. We'll wait for it to settle. Once it settles, then in the meantime we'll get the pan ready and our temper ready. For the temper we need a lot of green chilies, curry leaves, and mustard seed and rock salt. As I said, rock salt now, and whatever medium of oil that you wish to take. So this is going to be our temper. If you notice, it is different from the usual dhokla temper because we are not going to add water to it and we are not going to add jaggery to it or any sugar to it. So this is basically chili. The temper is going to be chili, on the chili side. So by the time the oil gets heated and the temperature is achieved, we'll add a few seeds to it. We'll add a few mustard seeds to it just to check if the temperature is right or not. See, temperature is not yet right. As soon as the temperature is right, it will start sputtering. There you are. It started sputtering, and see that. Now we add the mustard seeds. We allow them to sputter. Along with that, quickly, because this temper is very, very quick. It's not, we are not going to keep it on the flame for a long time. So it is a very quick temper. Now we'll add the green chilies to it, the curry leaves, a quick stir, and the curry leaves, and there, final stirs. There you are, final stir, and we'll switch the flame off. As I said, this temper is a very, it's not to be, heated for a long time. It's a very quick temper. And not like the usual tempers where it takes long to cook. No. The heat has been switched off. That is what it looks like. Now, we'll start with the inversion. Now what we'll do is we'll run a kitchen blade through the sides of the dhokla and the mold or the vessel that we have taken, or the steel bowl or whatever. There. Unmold it, and that is how it comes out. Beautiful, isn't it? And very well made, isn't it? Now we'll pour the temper over it. There we are. Now for the temper part, I will suggest have more chilies, because in my house I am the only person who has a lot of chilies. So chilies are generally kept a little, they're only for me basically. But you all must add more chilies. That dhokla is always taken with chilies. And this dhokla is not like the gram flour dhokla, which is sweet and salty. This is basically chili with a lot of garlic, lot of ginger, and so the taste is ginger, garlic, and of course the vegetables there, and the semolina, and that is how it comes up. That is how it looks. Now for the tasting part. Now I'll show you after I cut it what it looks like. The first cut, the second cut. Yes, you're right, it does look like a cake. That exactly is the idea. It should look like a cake, isn't it? So you can always cut something, you can always cut this, and you can always serve it like a cake slice. There we are, right? So now I'll show you. As I mentioned, dhokla, whichever is always eaten with chilies. That is the traditional part of it. So, one green chili, a couple of curry leaves, and a small slice of dhokla. And wait, wait, wait. I am not telling you what it tasted like. Why I am not going to tell you is because I want you all to make this dhokla, taste it yourself, and then tell everybody how it was. And that is the that would be the right most fitting way. Now tasting, there is a catch. One bite is fine, but if you are going for a second bite, that is a confirmation bite. That's only sometimes a confirmation bite, but generally the second bite also starts to show that it is the start of hogging also. So friends, it is your wish. You have to tell me whether I have started hogging or was it a confirmation bite.
So friends, how did you like the dhokla? And I'm very sure that you're going to try it. Please do try the recipe, and please do share the recipe with all your friends and ask them also to try it. And I would love to hear from you in my comments as to how you like the recipe. Till the time we meet again, it's bye from Chef Raj. Have a nice time. Be safe. Remain happy. Keep cooking. Bye.